first guy go? Oh, he was really good.
Yeah. I thought it was funny. Chris was like, yeah, you have a great smile. You have a great body. He's like, all the ladies love that.
Hi, everybody.
Hey, how's it going?
Good. How are you?
What's your name?
I'm Amy.
Hi, Amy.
Hey. I'm Amy Dannheim. I'm a yoga teacher. I am originally from Largo, Florida. So I grew up in this area, but I spent 15 years living in Miami Beach, Florida. And that's where I really got into fitness. When I was growing up, I was a soccer player, a runner. I grew up playing sports and constantly being in movement. I knew that movement was what I was passionate about. I was always at the gym, always moving. But when I found yoga, that's what I fell in love with. And after my first yoga class, I said, wow, I want to be a yoga teacher.
How'd you hear about us?
Well, I was at Bel Air Coffee because I'd taken my kids to the playground, and there was a sign there saying audition for this thing. And I wouldn't have done it, but there was a picture of a girl doing yoga on it. So I said, I'll just email them. And so here I am.
So you're a yoga person.
I am.
Awesome.
As we all have had tough experiences in our lives, personally, one of the ones I can relate to most recently was actually the COVID-19 pandemic. And I was forced to close the yoga studio that I owned. Closing down a business is a grieving process too. I think a lot of times we think like, you only grieve things or people that we let go of, but I think all life transitions deserve to be grieved, and so that was something that I had to let go of and move on, and I definitely know it's made me stronger and more resilient because of it.
I was just going to say, we're just looking for like YouTube style video. We need a good intro, some good instruction, and then make sure to close it out in a YouTube style.
Awesome. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Criticalbench YouTube channel. I'm Amy Dannheim. I'm here to share some yoga with you. Really excited. We're going to get started. Hands and knees, drop down onto your mat, spread out your fingers, take a look back at your knees, 2 fist distance between, and begin to lift and lower your spine, up and down. Rise and fall. This is a cat-cow movement, so really great for spinal extension, mobility. Inhale as you drop, exhale as you round. Take a few more like that, connecting your breath to your movement. Big range of motion, and there might be parts of your spine that feel sticky. Focus on those parts. There are other parts that are going to move really naturally. Think about the ones that are not moving as well. And then you're going to widen out your knees, take a child's pose, walk your hands out in front. Maybe if you have a block, you put the block underneath your forehead, rest your head down. Inhale deeply and fully. Exhale, slowly, steady. Perfect. Come back up, block aside, come to kneeling, and step your right foot forward on your mat. Wiggle it a little bit forward. Bend into your right knee. You're going to stretch and open the front of your left hip. You might stay with your hands on your thigh, or you might lift your arms up overhead, open and reach, maybe look up towards the ceiling. Focus on taking a deep breath in. This expands the lungs, gets more oxygen to your muscles. Inhale and exhale. Perfect. You're going to take the block, put it underneath your left hand, and lift your right arm up in the air. If you don't need the block, you can put it aside. And if you're feeling really open today, maybe you tuck your left toes under and lift your left knee off the ground. Again, a deep inhale and exhale. In this shape, you're twisting, so rotating through your belly, kind of wringing out internal organs, giving yourself a nice internal massage. And now gently put your left knee back down. Move your hips back, half split, lift your toes up, and maybe you point and flex your right toes a few times. Lift and lower, up and down. Inhale, exhale. So good. All right, put your right knee next to your left one and come up to kneeling. Just take your hands to your hips, lift and open your chest, moving your spine. Exhale it out. Awesome. Now you're going to take your left foot forward, step onto your left foot, take the block underneath your right hand, and again, if you don't need it, you can go off to the side. Lift your right arm up in the air, turn and stretch, open your chest up, maybe tucking the right toes under, lifting the right knee off the mat on this side. Reach and breathe. Almost squishing your belly. That's where the benefits come in. We get that spinal extension, and then we can turn and compress, internal massage, moving things around, creating some lymphatic drainage. So good for our bodies. Gently put the back knee down, move into the half split. Hips are going to move back. Left toes lift up. Maybe point and flex the left foot up and down. Let yourself breathe as you move, maybe connecting breath to movement. One more time. Inhale. Good. Exhale. And now your left knee is going to come back next to your right one. Sitting your seat back on your heels, or you can put your block in between your heels and rest back there. Closing your eyes, lifting and lengthening your spine, focusing on your breathing. You might even put your hands on your ribs. Inhale fully. Close the eyes. Exhale, release. Inhale. And exhale. And then when you're ready, hands together prayer, saying a little thank you to yourself for making time for yourself, opening up your body, just a quick lengthening of the hamstrings, opening through the hips, some movement through the spine. All those things play together to make us feel so good physically. So thank you so much for joining us. Loved having you here. Make sure to subscribe, follow along for all kinds of great content, Critical Bench. Thank you.
Awesome.
That was really good.
I feel very relaxed.
I feel
I know. I was taking like deep breaths.
We only had like 2 minutes.
You calmed us all down.
Think of what we could do in 30.
You're neutralizing the energy drinks.
Awesome.
Why'd you go first?
Great cues.
Oh, thanks.
You did a great job kind of selling on the postures, like cat-cow. This is great for your spine. The modifications were great. That's especially important for videos because you have no idea who the video is going out to. So you offered, modifications with the block or just easier versions. And great. You looked at the camera several times, smiled. So
Yeah.
I didn't hear a single That's what I listened for. I listened for filler words. I didn't hear a filler word. So that was great. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thanks.
you seem very natural. Like you're used to speaking in front of a class, and then with the camera being on, didn't seem to really, cause any problems for you. It's just like you were teaching another class. The modifications were great. The eye contact. You seem like a natural and comfortable on camera. Yeah, only not a criticism, but just something for the intro. You don't know what kind of yoga workout we're gonna do. Where like with our coach,
yes.
sometimes it's pretty intense. Sometimes she gives us a little bit of an easier. Like everyone seems stressed out and the energy's bad, so we're gonna.
Right.
Like what was the purpose of the flow? I guess.
Right.
Just maybe mentioning that. Would,
Yeah. Thank you.
Let me know what to expect as far as like, am I getting fired up here? Am I trying to relax?
Yeah.
Like, what's going on?
Yeah. Thank you. Yes.
Yeah, I thought you moved really gracefully into the outro as well, just kind of closing the workout and making sure to mention subscribing to the channel, and your eye contact and engagement, just keeping, I guess it's not a conversation, but just keeping talking through the whole flow. That way people don't disengage or feel like they're not doing something correctly. I think you did a really great job with that as well.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah,
Thanks,
I mean,
guys.
you're in difficult poses and just speaking very naturally and calmly, I think is really good.
Yeah. Well, now, can you
You
do,
know how hard that is.
Let's see, can you do that in crow pose?
I haven't done it in a while, but I could probably. Yeah, I
I've
know.
done it. It's tough to talk while you're in.
Yeah,
crow
I'll let you
poses.
teach the arm balances. Awesome. Well, thank you guys so much for
Yeah,
having me.
thank you. I appreciate it.
All right.
Seems so like not nervous and so
Oh, yeah, she
relaxed
killed
and so
it.
like.
Yeah.
I mean, most yoga teachers are used to being up in front of a.
Well, gosh, I really think group fitness is the way to go. It seems.
Yeah.
Those are the people that are just used to talking to people
Right.
and like instructing and doing things at the same time.
Yeah, she's really nice.
It was fun. I had a good time. It was really nice in there. They were very welcoming. They had some great feedback for me, and I felt like it was a fun time. I got to share some yoga, and I feel good. I feel good. I'm happy it's over.